Switching gears, the global average temperature in July worldwide was a record. How do you see climate change, global warming impacting global growth as well as inflation?
Well, climate change has become a macroeconomic issue. It's really staggering when we look at developments across countries in how many cases we've downgraded our forecasts because of floods or droughts or, again, weather-related events. So this is certainly one of the risks that we point to. It is a particular risk when it comes to food prices and food security. And at this stage of the inflation cycle, it's certainly not going to be helpful to have another round of increases in these prices. So again, it's hard to predict, but it's certainly a risk that we are watching very closely.
Petya, in the U.S., you have upgraded your outlook. What is the potential for stronger U.S. growth and a stronger job market that continues that could keep inflation elevated here for longer, requiring more action from the Federal Reserve?
Well, that certainly has been the story over the past year. We've seen a lot of resilience in the U.S. economy, and we've been surprised on the upside in terms of developments in consumption and labor market over and over again. So I think it's fair to say that it also remains a risk going forward. And that is certainly one of the reasons why we think that policymaking and interest rate policy should remain very data dependent, and depending on how things turn out, then being able to respond to that, because the inflation fight is still not over.
Yeah, is the IMF of the view that the U.S. should hold rates steady at these levels, or another rate hike would be required to bring inflation further down?
I think our view is that the current path is appropriate. I think it's important also to keep in mind that when rates stay constant in nominal and inflation comes down, what that translates is into real rates increasing, and so I think we are very much in that situation now. Of course, depending on what type of data come out and what type of outturns we have, then that may or may not require an adjustment, of course.